Hi guys, welcome to Vlogmas Day 11. 11! We made it to 11. One of my favorite numbers, 11. So yeah, I like 11. Can you tell? I'm excited about 11. 11 and 13, my two favorite numbers. I don't know why, I just have always liked those numbers. Yeah, I think I like 13 because 13 gets a bad rap. Unlucky 13. So yeah, I'm trying to embrace that number to make it feel better. But yeah, 11. 11, day 11. If you're new here, hi, hello, how are you? My name is Gina, and you are joining us in the middle of Vlogmas, where I am doing 25 consecutive days of videos because I'm crazy. Yeah, normally we are a planty channel here, but because I have to fill space 25 days worth, we're doing all kinds of stuff. We're not just doing plants, but plants is the love here. Plants is our love. But we are still doing plenty of plant stuff. Today's video, oh wait, before we get to that, if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. As always, mwah, mwah, thank you. Okay, so today, Vlogmas Day 11, we are doing thrifting. It is a thrifting video. So you know the drill. I take you thrifting and then I show you what I picked up. And then also, I think I'm gonna try to do every week, like once a week thrifting video during this Vlogmas. So I'll show you what I picked up last week, this week, and then next week, I'll show you what I picked up this week, next week. All right, but first we have to do this. We're doing this advent calendar tree. Every day we put a new little critter on the tree. What was yesterday? I think yesterday was this little red bird here. This week we have more birds, which I love the birds, so I'm excited to put more birds on the tree. It is this. And they match me. They kind of match the colors. How does that happen? It is not planned. Two, they kind of look like these kind of special ducks. Is it pekin? They're like Asian ducks, but I don't know. They might be geese. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? I don't know, but they're adorable. Day 11, and they kind of look like 11s, too little. They probably planned it that way on purpose. Ducks / geese. That's what we're doing. All right, oh, and here they are right here. Here is where they sit. Right there. Can you see? Right there, right near our oh, what did I knock over? I knocked a squirrel over. Let's put the squirrel back. He must not have been on there very well. No, some of these that like hang on the tree, they're not as good as the ones that hang here. Okay, so here is how they look. So cute. Adorable. Day 11. Okay, so we are thrifters. My husband and I are big thrifters, and we go pretty much almost every single day we go to the thrift store. Yeah, I would say maybe typically like 4 or 5 days out of the week we stop at the thrift store. After he gets off work, we head out there. So we are out and about, and these days it is at night because it gets dark by 5 o'clock. It is pitch black outside, so it's kind of fun. You know, we go before dinner, so he gets off work at 3:30, and we eat lunch, and then we head out to do stuff, and yeah, and we end up coming home in the dark, and then we have dinner and rinse and repeat every single day almost. So anyway, I'm taking you to 2 thrift stores, just local ones. We're going to Arc first, then we're going to Goodwill. And once again, I am mostly looking for Well, I'm always looking for stuff for my plants, but always these days I'm looking for vintage. I just want all the vintage. Give me all the vintage. Vintage planters, vintage. If I come across one of those old vintage macrame hangers for plants, I will pick them up. I will. But I haven't come across any, which is kind of crazy. I see a lot of modern stuff, but no vintage. I guess maybe they don't hold up. People toss them. Maybe they get dirty from the plants or something. But anyway, I'm looking for one. I'm on the hunt. So yeah, I like the vintage stuff. I've been looking at the time of the year now, I'm looking for a bunch of vintage Christmas. And that's like my main thing at the moment. I'm also on the hunt. I told you guys, I'm looking for a certain sweater. I keep looking for that. No luck yet. And yeah, so we're going to go thrifting. And then when we come back, I will show you what I picked up last week. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's go shop. So once again, we're starting off at the Arc thrift store, and I go straight to these bags, these grab bags, and I'm looking for, of course, I'm looking for vintage, but also I'm looking for miniatures, little miniature figurines that I can use with these homemade putz houses that I'm making, which I'll talk about more later in this video. But yeah, I'm looking for little figurines and vintage stuff. '80s alert. Aren't these adorable? I was so close to bringing those home. Salt and pepper shakers for $3.29, I think it said. Yeah, I love those. So you're gonna see I focus in on some Santa Clauses when we're here at the thrifts, because I just love the Santa Claus things, especially vintage. So up here, I had to look up the name of this guy, Opus. This is vintage. I'm thinking this is probably from the 80s, and there were 3 sizes. I thought he was adorable. As a kid, I never had any of his merch, but I always thought he was cute, and I guess is he a penguin? I think I read he's a penguin. But they had 3 different sizes, and I thought they were pretty stinking cute. So I often wonder when I see these, so I believe it was Threshold, yeah, Threshold. Like in 20 years, I bet that thing is going to be worth so much money. I kind of regret not buying it. But in 20 years, I probably wouldn't really care. So I love this. I think this is also vintage. I think if it's vintage, it's 80s vintage, but it looks like it was homemade, like, because it just has that, like, a signature on the bottom of it that makes me think it's homemade, or someone went to a ceramic studio and made that, and I think it's pretty darling. You could even put an air plant in that little sack. So ever since we've been putting that advent calendar tree together, and there was the little hedgehog, I think it was maybe the first day was a hedgehog, I am now obsessed with hedgehogs. And someone told me in the comments that they actually have hedgehogs that visit their garden, and I believe they live in the UK. I want to move to the UK because I want hedgehogs in my garden. Now these little cherubs are adorable, sleeping in their feathers, in their wings. Super cute. Loved it. I haven't had a whole lot of luck looking for planters lately. There's some nice things here, but nothing that I'm really interested in. I like the shape of this one. It's for orchids. I guess it would be in a cover pot, maybe for a couple of orchids sitting in there. I like the shape, and I like the pattern of the, just like the texture, the outside texture of that planter. I thought it looked really nice. So of course I had to check this out. It is an owl and it is a cookie jar, two of my favorite things, and it's $14.99. If I didn't already have an owl cookie jar that I love, I might have gotten that. And then this one is adorable. It looks vintage. I think it's an elephant. This one was cheaper. It was $9.99, but he also has the tip of his nose looks like it's broken. But super cute. Love the colors, love the vintage vibes of that cookie jar. It's darling. All right, next thrift store. This is the Goodwill, and I am looking for sweaters. I also looked at the other thrift store for the sweater. That's the one, there's a one particular sweater I'm looking for. It's a Gap sweater it's a Y2K Gap sweater. So sometime in the 2000s, I don't remember when it came out, and I had that sweater. I got it at Christmas time, and for some reason, I don't know why, I was an idiot and I donated it. Unless it's somewhere in my closet. I have a lot of clothes, so it could be hidden, but I'm pretty sure I kind of remember donating it, and I don't know why. But I am kicking myself. Now. But every time I go to thrifts, I do look for that sweater. And I also check eBay every single day, multiple times a day. So far, no luck. So this is their knickknacks section. I will be quiet and you can look around, but first I will say there's a little Nicky with his ear missing, little orange cat. Enjoy the knickknacks. So this is their planter section, and you're gonna see, and something I was kind of surprised. Well, first we're gonna look at this adorable little green bird, a little ceramic bird. But coming up here, wait for it, there, do you see? It's that exact same orchid planter that was at the Arc thrift store. I had never seen that one before, and now I see it at 2 places, so that was kind of surprising. This one here is terracotta, kind of a pumpkin shape to it. And then I just kind of like this one. Maybe it's vintage. It has a vintage look to it, but it would make a nice saucer. And then I think that's an ice bucket. But back here, the polka dot caught my eye, but it was just a cheap plastic, or not plastic, but fabric basket for a plant, but just not something I would want. Although I did like the polka dot pattern on it. So just quite a few neutral looking planters here that would be nice. Even this one has a vintage look to it. Don't think it's vintage, it might be. Did you guys see anything you loved that you wish you could have picked up? I actually didn't see anything. Well, I mean, I saw things. Of course, I see things every single time we go. We go so often, but we go so often that I have to be picky, because this would be a hoarder's house even more than it is if I picked up everything I loved that I saw when we thrifted. So in case you're wondering like why we go so often, mostly, well, Derek he sells a lot of stuff on eBay, so he's looking for stuff for that. And I am obsessed because I'm looking for vintage stuff. You don't see it. It's really hard to find vintage items these days because so many people, resellers like Derek, they grab that stuff and they resell it on eBay or Etsy or whatever. So it's like really, it's like a challenge. It's like a game for me to try and see what I can get. And what's funny is I had just pulled out some more Christmas decorations yesterday, and I opened a box. I was looking for, I have this little boot. It's a Santa boot, ceramic, that has my name on it, and I've had it since I can remember, since I was a little kid. We had 4 boots, my mom, dad, and my brother. And then after my younger brother came along, then we had a 5th boot. But yeah, I was looking for that boot, and I came across, I had a Santa mug that I totally forgot that I picked up last year. It's vintage, Japan. They're quite expensive because I've been looking at them on eBay. So expensive. And I was like shocked. I totally forgot I had found that last year. So anyway, that is why we thrift so much. And I didn't come home with anything from this trip, just so you know, but past trips that I did not film for you guys, I did bring home some things, and I'm going to show you. Now, okay, there are some eye-rolly things. Lisa, you're going to roll your eyes, I'm sure. Yeah, she rolled her eyes at my candle. I got those in the last, I showed you in the last thrifting video. That was I was so excited, these vintage candles. So I have 2 now. There's one, the original, and I got is in the original window where I showed you it before. And then I found this one on eBay. I got it on eBay. So, because I knew there's no way I'm going to be able to find another one. And it just looked off. It just looked off having just one in the front window. I needed a second one. So I was able to get this one at a pretty good price. They don't go for that much money. They're like, so I paid $8.99 at the thrift for the other one, and this one it was like $15, I think, or $12. I think I even might have done I think it was $15 shipped. It was like, I mean, come on, that's not bad at all. This one came with 4 or 5 orange bulbs, and the other one I had all clear bulbs on it. So I kind of like the orange, kind of has more of a vintage look to it. So I did order some more orange bulbs to replace all of them. So right now I have 2 orange and 3 whites, and I don't think it's, I don't know if that shows up in the video or not. I think the lighting's messing with it too much, but each of them right now have 2 orange and 3 clear in them, and I'm going to replace them all to orange. So anyway, we were talking about eye rolling. Yeah, I've got some eye rollers, I'm sure, for you guys. But you know what? I love it, and that's all that matters. So you saw in the thumbnail, I'm going to just show you, I got this Santa blow mold. He is from 1989. No, he's not. He's from 1968. I thought he was from 1989. Or is that 1963? I think it's, can you read that? Where is it? Right here. I don't know. It's either 68 or 63. I think it's 1968. Cool. For some reason, I thought it was 1989. You know what it is? I think I was looking at another one at the Goodwill, and that one was 1989, and I didn't get it because it was 1989. I didn't realize this one was 1968. I just assumed this one was 1989 also for some reason, but 1968, wow, I had no idea. That is so cool. Yay. Okay, so I got him at the Arc for $329. I can't read backwards. But okay, so let me show you what he looks like. I keep him with my Putz house collection, or my Putz style house. I have some original Putz houses, but then I also have some modern ones, reproduction ones. And he sits there in the village, and Derek says he looks like, he says I need to put a Godzilla. I also need to add a Godzilla to my village, but I don't care. I like him. In my hometown growing up, or not growing up, well, yeah, growing up, I was older, but we had a giant Santa they put him on, like, right in front of the courthouse. He was huge. So this kind of reminds me of that. Like when he's in my village, he's like the giant Santa statue that they put on the courthouse lawn in my town growing up. So he's cool. I love him. I love him. I do not roll my eyes at him. Okay, next. Well, I'll show you the other one that was in the thumbnail. This reindeer. So Derek, okay, this was also at the Arc, and it was only 89 cents. And when Derek walked up to me, I was holding this, and he was like, oh, we had that when I was a kid growing up. So I don't know what year it is from. It just says Dream Pets San Francisco. I don't think it's that old, but I don't know. Is it old? Does anyone know? It's got to be at least probably 60s or 70s. Yeah, I like him too. So I got that. And then the other thing I got, okay, you are free to roll your eyes at this. I got this vintage boot candle. The reason I got this, besides the fact that it is vintage, it was $3. Besides the fact that it is vintage, it's gonna sit with my boot that I told you guys about. So my boot is used to being with 4 or 5 other boots, and it is lonely because, yeah, I needed another boot with it. So size-wise, they are not the same size. But yeah, my little boot from my childhood was lonely, so I got this boot for him. For her. And then, so this is, okay, okay, you can roll your eyes at this. I got this. This is, I've been looking for the old plastic floral arrangement stuff. It was only, what was it? $1.79. So mainly, I'm gonna ditch this basket, I think. I don't think, maybe they came with it. It says made in Korea on the basket underneath, so maybe I should keep it together. But I was thinking of taking this arrangement out and putting it in a Santa mug or something. but I like it especially because of this guy. And it did have, no, you know what? It is not, did not come together because this says made in Korea, and I forgot this arrangement here, the flowers, like right below the Santa head here was a sticker that said made in Japan. And it is missing. And I'm pretty sure one of my cats ate it. I think they ate the sticker that said made in Japan because it was there when I bought this thing, and I saw one of them, I think it was Nikki. He likes to chew on paper and plastic and stuff. And he was near it, and I think I remember him like licking his, licking his chops. Did you like my demonstration of licking my chops? Anyway, yeah, I think he ate it, but I like this. I like elves. I like weird stuff, and this is weird, so it's just right up my alley. So I got that. And then I picked up from the same thrift store for 50 cents a piece. I got some vintage wrapping paper. I thought this was so cute with the raccoons and the chipmunks. And I am going to wrap presents in this year. I'm going to use it. I'm not going to save it. I'm going to use it. So that, and then I also got this one, which I thought was really cute. These are from the 80s. They say, this one says 1985 on it. And this one says Colorado Springs. I thought I saw it said 80 something on this one too, but definitely it's vintage. It's got to be from the 80s. Yeah, I don't see a date on this one, but look, it's old. Crazy that the 80s are old. Yeah, right there it says 1985, right on that label. So I think that's going to be cute. It'll look nice under my vintage tree, vintage wrapping paper. I prefer like even older vintage wrapping paper, but that's okay. All right, so I do have this bag to go through, and there is one reason why I picked this bag. It's kind of a little grab bag, and the main thing I got it for was this. This is a little eye-rolly, I understand. But this hangs on the wall. It has a hook back here to hang it on the wall. And this one also says Japan. There is a sticker. I don't know if you can see it. There is it. It's Japan. So I mainly got it because I want this little guy right here, because I mentioned my putz houses. I am making my own putz houses, and I am looking for little figures to attach to make them look more vintage. And I was going to deconstruct this whole thing and just use this little guy, this little snowman right here. Yeah, so that is the plan with this. That's why I bought this. This whole bag was $1.50. We'll just see. I don't know what else is in here. We have some little holly berry things, and I guess this is an ornament. Something. I don't know how it hangs. I don't know. But it's got this. It's got this in it. And then I will just donate all this stuff back. A bunch of just little like presents with plaid wrapping paper. Oh, here's another one of these. This little beaded ornament, I guess. I think that other one just had some extra stuff hooked to it. That's not supposed to be hooked to it. Ooh, earrings. Fancy earrings. Anyway, yeah, I'll probably just donate that stuff back, and I'll just get these cute little jingle bells. So old, these are probably old little jingle bells. But yeah, I just want this little guy right here. So that's that. And then I did get some clothes because I told you I'm looking for that certain sweater. There's a sweater I'm looking for. So as I'm looking for that sweater, I'm coming across other sweaters. So I found this and I love it. Do you guys like it? I love it. I will wear it in a future video. It was $9.99, a little pricey, but I like it a lot. Cats. I love the cats. Just have to wash that and then I will wear it in a future video. And then also we have, okay, so this is kind of weird here. The only reason I bought this, this was attached. So when I was at the thrift store, I tried to make sure that this would come off, like this would unattach, and it does. So I'm gonna also use this for my put's house, and this is gonna be used for my put's house. And this whole thing was $1.29. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna keep these things and I'm just gonna throw away the rest of this wood here. And then the other thing I got was a shadow box for $2.99. And I have to try and figure out how I can get these little things out. They are like glued in there, and so I have to, and it's like a really hard glue. So I love the little pig and the little piglet. Love the swan. I really want to get those out. This swan is okay. These are kind of cute. These like camping tea or coffee pots and cups, and this little teapot. So anyway, I have to try. If you guys know how to like any wood product to use to get these out of here, to unglue them, let me know, because I got to figure it out. So yeah, I got that for $2.99, and I think that is it. I think that is everything, you guys. So that's my haul for from a week, from 7 days-ish ago, a week ago. So what do you think? A lot of eye rolls for you guys or not? I don't care. I love them. Anyway, that's gonna do it. I guess that's gonna do it for this one. I do still plan to show you my original vintage shadow box. That's gonna be its own separate little video. You saw this little shadow box. Well, yeah, this other one is like 100 times better. So anyway, thank you for joining me here today. I really hope you enjoyed it. Vlogmas Day 11, and I'll be back tomorrow with Vlogmas Day 12. I hope you will join me. If not tomorrow, then whenever you can watch. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.